Hey, beautiful people. Hope you all are doing very well today. Welcome back to the Young and Independent Show, where we discuss a variety of topics to help young folks live lives that are spiritually fulfilled, lives that are value added, lives that are less materialistic, and lives that are financially independent. I'm your host, Sil, and this morning I want us to talk about the right priorities for where we are right now in Africa and in most developing countries. So last night when I was, trying to post some quotes from the legendary Tony Robbins on my Facebook group, the Young and Independent People, what did I realize? I realized that most of the people or most of the African groups that I came across, you know how it is when you go on Facebook, when you're trying to find your page or whatever you're looking for, you come across a lot of stuff. Facebook just, bombards you with things. What I realized is that although Africa is, struggling in terms of the economics and the job situation and the standard of living, I am of the opinion or impression that we are not really doing what we have to do to change it. So you see, the thing is, we're really good at complaining. We complain and we can complain for Africa, like someone would say, or like an African would say, you can complain for Africa. We can do that. We're really good at that. But how does that really help us? That's the burning question. So yesterday when before I drift away from that intro, when I went to Facebook, I just realized that, oh my God, actually, this is a long shot. What I am trying to do is a long shot. And it bothered me a little, like, am I working in vain? Am I wasting my time? There's nothing as annoying as wasting one's time, especially knowing all the things that I want to do with my time and everything that I want to accomplish. Listen, guys, I've got big dreams for myself. I'm sure you do too. I'm very sure you do. But what are you doing in particular for your dreams? So I'm just standing here, right, in my bedroom, and I can see on my wall my 2020 goals, which I wrote on the 3rd of January 2022. I can see all of them. I have 17 goals to achieve in 2022. I'm already halfway gone with most of them. I am, and I'm so grateful to God that, He gave me the wisdom and the inspiration to write this down in a way that is achievable, because you want to make sure your goals are smart. But then we've got these big dreams, and when you go on Facebook and you see the things that young Africans are doing, you're like, okay, so what's the plan? We are focused on things that have absolutely no value whatsoever. Yet we expect life to change, we expect things to get better, and we expect, a savior to come. Like, we all want to travel abroad. But what are we doing to fix our country? As in, our country is going to disappear or cease from existing if every single one of us decides that, you know what, I've had enough, I'm leaving this country. So what's going to happen to a country that has no citizens? Is it going to be wiped off the world map or what? So we're complaining about corruption and no work and no money in our own countries. We want to travel to other countries where people like you and me are working very hard to make sure that things happen. Listen, guys. So let me tell you something. Maybe this is something that you haven't pondered before, you haven't thought about. You see the UK, okay. Now, the UK is the 6th developed country or richest country in the world. Do you know why? It doesn't have 100% to do with the government or, the absence of corruption. No, it doesn't have much to do with that. It has more to do with the citizens. Do you know why? Because the UK, just like America, these are capitalist countries, capitalist societies. What does that mean? What is a capitalist society? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Because a lot of us, we and I don't know, I feel that we live a life of illusion. That's why people are, complaining and saying, in America, people want more free things. And I'm like, no, that's not the way out. That is not the way out. So in a capitalist society, there's no direct government intervention. So the government doesn't decide what actually happens in the economy. Doesn't decide. And the US is actually one of the most well-known countries with a capitalist economy. That's why they're the number one, the American dream. The American dream. And in a capitalist society, there's free enterprise, there's property rights, there's minimal government involvement, there's profit motive, and there's technological advancement. What are we doing for all these things that I've just stated? What are we doing in Africa to make Africa more capitalist? So you want to travel to the UK, to America and all. Do you think that, life is easy out here or out there? It's a capitalist society. It's profit driven. There's free enterprise. People are building businesses and they're paying taxes. You see, people who work in the UK, they pay 40% of what they earn to the government as tax. That's how the government is able to develop the country. That's what happens. But we're back home in Africa. Someone will make a post about young girls sleeping around with the old men. And that post has 100,000 comments, 50,000 shares. And I'm really, the more I see these things, the less I feel sorry for Africa and Africans who are broke. Let me just say it as it is. The less I feel sorry, especially those who are strong and healthy. I feel really bad for those who are not well. Of course, when you're not well, the only thing that matters is your health. But then I'm asking myself, those who are strong and healthy, who've got 2 hands, 2 legs, who've got a brain, what are they really doing? So what they're doing to change Africa, to change their future, is to go on Facebook and comment on things that have no value at all and share things that have no impact whatsoever on their lives and on their society as a whole. What are we really doing as individuals? Let's put the government aside. What are we doing as individuals to change our countries, to change our circumstances, to give a better future, a better start, or a better headway to our younger ones and to our children yet unborn? Are we going to desert our motherland, every single one of us? Or are we really going to wake up and smell the coffee that we're enough people, like I was listening to from the secret of success, and he said, where enough people have economic power, the government has little or no power. That's the way forward for Africa. That's the way forward for developing countries. People should wake up and adopt the capitalist mindset, profit-driven. If you want profit, you have to add value. And how do you add value? By looking for a problem that people are experiencing, that people are facing, and providing a solution to those problems. That's how we're going to make Africa a top continent where people want to travel to. That's how we're going to change our lives and the lives of those who are looking up to us, because more has been given to us. What are we going to do about it? Let's try and change our ways. Let's wake up. Let's really wake up and do what is right. And quit playing. Enough of the playing now. Let's get busy and get serious. Thank you so much for listening. I've got a Facebook group called Young and Independent People. There's another one called Young and Independent Community. That's a page. I've got an Instagram called Young and Independent 35. I've got a YouTube channel as well called Young and Independent. And I've got a website, www.youngandindependent.com. If you're interested in your personal development, in growing, in changing your circumstances for the best, I encourage you to go on there and follow those pages. I post articles, lots of research. I make podcasts like this every now and then. I'm trying to be consistent. I really have to hold myself accountable. At least turn up every week on this podcast. I'm paying for the damn thing. But I'm really excited about this Young and Independent project. One step at a time, we shall all be able to see the light and come out on the other side, richer, happier, healthier. Thank you all so much. If you liked it, please share it. And until next time, do take care. Bye for now.